Welcome to Hot Seat on Sri Lanka Live. The name spells legend in the men's fashion industry here in Sri Lanka. Only few can stand beside this icon of a man who is on par with the greatest fashion designers, especially in the region. His knowledge and his experience in the men's fashion industry has raised the bar of men's fashion industry, especially Sri Lanka and beyond. With me on Hot Seat on Sri Lanka Live today is none other than the Managing Director of Hameed, Mr. Fozul Hameed. Welcome, Mr. Hameed. First, we'd like to know why fashion is important to anyone's life.
Yes, when you are successful, and especially for men, I think fashion is important because when you want to climb up in the ladder in your career, I call it first impression. So I would say that first impression should be a lasting impression if you want to survive in this world today.
You would say that the first cut is the deepest?
Of course, yes.
Is fashion a statement?
It's a statement.
Mm-hmm. If you elaborate a bit?
It depends person to person, people in the fashion field, yes, they have to make a statement. People it depends. If you are in the show business, you have to make a statement. Now, people in the corporate world, yes, I'm not saying the corporate world to be in the really high fashion, but then I would look at something elegant, very class, very powerful look. We call it power dressing. So depend to person how he wants to project himself and age to age, and also depend the place where you want to be. And see, if I'm in Milan, I want to be where something suits that particular event, that particular country, because we travel. Sometimes when it's Sri Lanka, they look at in a different angle. So I have managed to capture the Italian by the clothes what I wear. They can read clothes, they can understand, they will say what brand, what clothes, what standard or what quality. Mm-hmm. So by that you get connected. And from my successes, I think working with European, they understood my body language than the Asian.
Mr. Hameed, we see there are a lot of tailors today in the market and offering so much of offers. How do you stand out among the rest, and what is so special about in your product? Is it the cost or the design or the elegance? What is it?
I think our name is strong.
Give me the brand.
Brand name. To be honest, most of my competitors are my past workers. They worked with us, and I'm very proud of them. Mm-hmm. And the market is so big. We all have the market share, but competition has really made us to move forward. And I think we have edge because my job is to keep moving and uplifting whatever we do. So that is the key, I would say. We are always above our competitors. I think very Italian. I want to open my store in Europe, so I just want to work on that. I don't look at competition here. My next month we are launching in India. So for me, this market is not what I'm looking at. This market, okay, we made money. We are happy to be here, but it's a very small market.
You mean to say the market is not sufficient enough for you?
Yes, because now we are getting bigger. We are opening a factory again in 2 months' time. We are expanding. We are going to high tech. So when you go to high tech, you can't do the tailor-made work, So we are having the tailor-made, the old tradition, bespoke, made to measure, everything there. But I'm looking at international market because, to be honest, in Sri Lanka, 90% of men don't understand quality. I'm very sorry to say this because, okay, that is due to the poor economy. Country is also struggling to move forward. So the men are the victim when it comes to clothing. So men prefer to buy safe. They buy on impulse. They don't buy on quality. So for good quality, good fabric, Italian fabric is quite costly. So people look for something Italian. They don't look for the quality of the the fabric. So my market is that I'm looking at the high end. I want to give a fair price. So that's what we are looking at international.
So you mean to say that the niche market is the way forward rather than catering to the mass market?
We have the brand signature mass market. Again, it's a battle because price people are looking for cheap. Today, when you run a company with many managers, thousands of staff, when you're a company with a full structured company, you can't run like a tailor shop. You can't run like a small man. Like most of them, they are the managers. They are the reps. They look after the factory. So we have so many departments now. So we can't run business and think of giving low price, because there are about 17, 18 taxes you have to pay in Sri Lanka. So many things, So it's difficult. But then when you build a brand, I think people trust. People have been confident on our brand. Example, cricketers wanted our brand. I mean, we were working with over 20 years. Last 3 years back, they gave to one of our competitors. Good brand, they are good. But then yet, we had the edge. The cricketers wanted us back. So that way, people knows us. We have a specialist. I mean, we are especially in this trade because we are very focused in this. So I think it's a challenge.
With me on Hot Seat on Sri Lanka Live is the Managing Director of Hameed, Mr. Fozul Hameed. Welcome back to Hot Seat on Sri Lanka Live. With me is the Managing Director of Hameed, Mr. Fozul Hameed. Mr. Hameed, we were talking about your success story, the success story of Hameed. If a newcomer is entering to the market, what is it that you can give it to him? When it comes to the quality, the brand building, what is the input that you can give? If a new tailor is entering to the market, say if someone is breaking away from one of your members in your family, the Hameed family, what are the inputs that you can give in order to build a good brand like Hameed?
So he becomes my competitor.
Yes. What I'm saying is what the advice that you can give.
But I think I will not advise much because he is going to be my competitor. So I will wish him. I will tell him good luck, and if he's struggling, I'll help him. If not, I will just.
Right. Okay. What about the research and development? When it comes to the fashion industry, people always want something new, and people always go for quality. That's there. But what is the efforts? What are the efforts that you take to develop your research and development part?
Yeah. Every Wednesday we meet on R&D. We call it. And research, yes, today on internet you can do a lot, and we go for fashion shows international, we watch them, we see them, and that is what we meet the suppliers who are supplying to big brands around the world, and we work with them, and they share with us inside stories, so that helps us to move forward.
And how do you project yourself internationally? Are you taking part in international fashion pageants or?
Yes, we have taken part, and I'll be taking part. And especially Europe fashion shows are quite big, and it's not easy. But in Asia we take part. But we visit fashion shows, and we see what we can learn from that and how we can move forward.
Do you go as a Sri Lankan brand, or is it kind of an international brand that you want to project? The Hameed, the brand?
Yeah, now we have the brand Envoy, which is registered in England. We have a British partner, we have a British guy who works with us along this brand.
But the brand is made in Sri Lanka?
It's made in Sri Lanka, our brand. So we felt it's very difficult to go with the Sri Lankan name, and so we wanted someone from Europe to be part of this brand. So that is really helping us. Even Australia, we have got a person. And being Sri Lankan, we know our country last 25, 30 years been known for various other names. And that we felt that, going into with the international partner will help us to project the brand well. And also the best thing happened was our brand looks, and the look and the feel of the brand is very international. And our partners, international partners, they're all happy with what we are doing. They are confident that we should go with the international partners that will help us to move forward.
Why it is difficult to build a Sri Lankan brand?
Not that difficult. You need a lot of money to launch in most of the developed countries. So when you go with your a European partner, it's very easy to take it forward. And it has a separate image when you are with a European guy.
You have already coupled up with the Sri Lanka cricket team, and how important it is to couple up with a team of that magnitude to take your brand internationally.
No, Sri Lankan team, we are mostly focusing on Sri Lankan market. That's our last brand, signature brand we are given. It's a mass market brand.
Yeah.
And cricket is mass market. So, especially when our cricketers are well, if I want to sell in India, they will not want to wear something our cricketers, that is how they think. For them, Indians, they prefer Indian star to wear their product. So not that, some of the cricketers are playing there, but I feel international model, international sportsman will help the brand to move forward. But our signature brand, we are using the cricketers. We are trying to develop that brand with the cricketers. So hope we can do it.
What do you think about the present the scenario, the political situation here in Sri Lanka, the landscape, and the measures taken by the government, especially towards improving your industry, the fashion industry?
I would say, very sorry to say, I think nothing.
You mean to say government has taken nothing?
Not this government. Most government who came, they not done anything for the designers, the fashion industry. They have helped the government industries. The big boys got helped. The small industries have got nothing. Now, we started with 5 machines. Like me, I know hundreds of people who are struggling to come up. And I know hundreds of designers are struggling. They're nothing. I don't think ministers understand the fashion, first of all. I don't think they have been guided. Now, if you look at India, look at even Pakistan, these countries, the small industry designers are doing very well. They get international fashion week. They attend international exhibitions. They are given government fund. But here, I think we don't have association. That's one of the biggest mistakes we are trying to do, but then nobody is coming together. Everyone is, they are busy with their own work.
But is it something to do with the players in the industry?
Yes. See, our fashion industry, I think last 3-4 years, I just get into some shape. When I started, it was different. Now, many designers gave up at certain stage, because the fashion was, there was a not big market. People looking for especially men are looking for very stable, very simple clothes. But fashion market is very small here, I'm talking about one of a kind, the high end. So I think things are improving one way because due to the internet and other things, fashion weeks and things are improving. But from the government point, there nothing has happened. I think I've been talking to some ministers. We explained what we really expecting from them, but they are not understood that because they are looking always at bigger investors, bigger picture. Now, if you look at Brandex, they started with the local market, Hyderabad local market, MAS with the local market. They all started 25 years ago as a small, started very small. And today, if you look at Brandex, how big they are. They yet have their office in 2nd Street. And now here, the small industry is not being given the respect because it's small become medium become large. That's why we came. And we struggled. We struggled at various stages because when you are small, there are so many taxes here. So that is one obstacle. Then all machineries, equipment, spare parts, everything imported. I think so. A lot of people make money in between. The importers, the spare part people, they make money. But then the someone to grow and export and compete with India, Bangladesh, and those countries is not easy.
What are the barriers in place, especially in forming an association among the players, especially in your industry, like the small players? I mean, I can't I'm not in a position to term you as a small player because you are a big player in the fashion industry. So what are the barriers there?
I think I would say there were divisions among certain groups. They think they don't like this one, that one.
Have you already taken kind of an initiative?
Yeah, I had a couple of meetings, and certain people are protecting themselves. They want to be safe. But then very soon, I thought I will make the move, and I will at least shoulder and start and develop and give it to someone to take over. I think that should happen next year, definitely.
Right. With me on Hot Seat today on Sri Lanka Live is the Managing Director of Hameed, Mr. Fozul Hameed. Welcome back to Hot Seat on Sri Lanka Live. Mr. Hameed, you have started an CSR initiative towards helping the younger generation called My Friend. What's the purpose and the rationale behind this initiative?
Yes, about 8-9 years ago, I started working with Zaira College, Colombo. And there I found a lot of children coming from poor family who don't have a breakfast. There are children come from broken families, parents are separated, parents are gone overseas, or father passed away. So there were a lot of children who were struggling to get the basic education. Then after that I started moving outside, other schools, Muslim, all other non-Muslim, everyone. So then I felt there is a need to, especially in Colombo. In Colombo, if you look into certain areas, especially in the beach area, the Maligawata, this Slave Island, in Vanathamulla, all these areas, there are a lot of children struggling to go to school. So I felt that I started doing it with the way I did it and with the fun we had and through my company and my little friends.
Right.
Then later I felt that I should have a foundation, and so it all happened. I don't know how it happens. They say when you won't do good things, so God helps you. So it happened 2 years ago. I thought I'll bring this My Friend concept, and it came out very well. And then I met Angelo. I know him for many years. And
Angelo Matthews.
And he said, yes, let's join hands and do it. So that's a big support I got from Angelo. He's well known, and children love to see him, touch him, and he started visiting school and motivating the children and helping the children. So that's how it started, because I feel in any situation, the children are the victim, And being Sri Lanka, I don't think we have millions. If you look at India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, they have millions of children struggling to go to school or whatever. So here it's not that. I feel we all cooperate, can get around and each one take one school. I think we can solve this problem. So I am talking to many business people and telling them to sponsor or support a school. So it's working very well.
So My Friend project is it only confined to Colombo district, or is it like an island-wide thing?
Right now we do Colombo, but we help certain poor school outstation. But we need a lot of fun. So due to that, we are just trying to be in Colombo. Maybe probably next year we will help other school.
If someone to be a part of the My Friend project, what is the mechanism behind it? What is the way that they can?
Yes, a breakfast cost around 50 rupees. A child a breakfast 50 rupees. Then we give them shoes, bags, water bottle, lunch box, exercise books and things. So or sometimes we give them traveling, because there are children, they have everything but they don't have money to travel. Because today most of poor people, the salary what they get is when they have 3-4 children, they can't send everyone to school because the food is expensive, the household activity expensive. So we try and see how we can support them. We don't give everything. We actually do one thing. If they want a breakfast, or you want the package, that is bag, shoes, the water bottles and the exercise book, that is one. Or we give the traveling. So either one. Or also we give scholarship. Scholarship, we found recently there are children who have got in the scholarship over 100 marks, 130 marks. Okay. So even 100 marks child is talented, even 80 marks is talented. So there are schools, they say this child is talented. So we have spoken to the parents, we found they are very poor. So we give them 1,000 rupees a month for them to, it's big money for them just to buy something, and they buy a bun or something, or they use that for the traveling.
Right, okay. Mr. Hameed, you recently had a fashion show, kind of a pageant called Concept 2015, and there you displayed your latest trends in the industry. How was it?
Yes, it was success, because I think for me it's something really happened good for us, because being a Sri Lankan brand, nobody had done the collection for the next year. So we do every year, last 2 years we have done this collection for the 2001 year before we do it, and doing this collection not easy. You have to look at the 6 month, Sri Lanka being a one season, 12 months, it's one season. By year, since we are going international, we are trying to do spring, summer, autumn, winter. So we have to work with international thinking, international fashion. So it's a lot of work. So that is a good thing, because we work 6 months planning. So to work 6 months, that is from we plan the clothing from January to June.
Right.
So we have to work backward. We have to work at least 9 months ahead with the fabric supply, with the factories who are producing accessories fabric. So it's a great exercise.
And it will be kind of an annual thing.
It's an annual thing. So Sri Lanka can see what is ahead next year. So this time we showed them the next year collection. I think everyone is happy with what we are doing.
Before we move on to the final segment, Mr. Hameed, want to know how important it is to have a stable environment, especially a political stability in a country, in order to thrive in your industry.
Yes, it's very important, because we had a war almost 30 years, and we all struggled. Business people struggled. Economy struggled. Everybody went through a hard time. Many people died during the war time. A couple of my friends got trapped during the bomb blast. So it's very sad. So I think stability is very important. See, when you are Sri Lankan, we all Sri Lankan, we have to look at we as one, and we must look at long term, because sometimes we are thinking very short term. By that, we get into a situation where our country will not come forward. So I think peace is very important. If for the business, for foreigners to come in, for investors to come in, and Sri Lanka to leave, because from 83 we lost a lot of Sri Lankans, they migrated. So we have lost the best of the cream of the country, and they are gone, and they are doing very well. So this is very dangerous, because the good people will go, and you will have the bad and the average ones staying, and the country will not have the best people to move the country forward.
Entire Sri Lanka is voting on the 8th of January. Whoever is coming into power after 8th of January, what are your expectations from the leader?
Yes, I think whoever comes, yes, we have to work with them. And very important is they must look at we all as Sri Lankan. They must not see this group is my group, that is your group. No, it's not that. After the 8th, the leader should take it, yes, all happen for good, and they should change, they should move forward. And look at the areas where they made mistake, and look at how best they can serve the country. That is the best. I think everyone has different views, different parties, but then when the winner comes, we must join the winner and support the winner.
What is the way forward for Hameed?
Way forward is, I think, international, because the local market is quite small. When you do a design of a fabric, no factory will do 1,000 meters below. So we can't bring 1,000 meters in one color and sell in Sri Lanka, because my customers are more high-end, more upmarket customers. They are looking small quantities. They are looking for more one of a kind. They are looking something very uncommon. So we have been doing that. So to do that, I want to go international. I want to go to other countries and do and safeguard this market for me. This has been my bread and butter, and my customers have been loyal to me. They have been people who really brought us this level. Without their support, I would have never been like this. So by protecting this, I will move out and serve the international market.
I hope that you will not forget the Sri Lankan market.
No, as I said, it's my bread and butter here. I made money. I learned this trade here, and a lot of friends. So till the last day, we'll be here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fozul Hameed, the Managing Director of Hameed, talking to us today on Hot Seat on Sri Lanka Live. So stay tuned with Hot Seat for more of these kind of exciting and informative interviews.